Testing. 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 All right. So let's get our class started. Good morning, everyone. Good morning if you're joining us here in Dallas in our class here in Carrollton, or you're joining us online from home or from Pennsylvania, perhaps. Maybe from Shreveport, our library there. We live stream classes, so we welcome everybody to our class today. Here in Dallas, we have a lot of new people. So that's great because we can start from the basics. My name is Brad Underwood. I'm a volunteer for this organization, Sahaja Yoga Meditation. We're all volunteer-led. Let's start with that. What is Sahaja Yoga? It's a nonprofit organization founded by the lady that you see in the photograph in 1970. Her name is Shri Mataji, and she founded this as a gift, you could say, to humanity. She understood meditation. She understood how we are designed inside, how our systems work, challenges we might face. Ancient knowledge she could understand and explain and make available to everyday people. So she wanted to give this to people, again, as a gift, not as a business. So that's why we're a nonprofit. We're practiced all over the world, and everywhere it's all volunteer led, all the same thing. So a little bit of background there. So that's how this meditation, that's the foundation of this meditation. What does meditation mean? Let's start there. What is meditation? Anybody have any suggestions or definitions of what meditation is? To meditate? Connecting to your deeper self. That's very good. Anything else? Any other? What is the definition of meditation, or what does it mean to meditate? Connecting to a deeper self. Any other suggestions? Clearing your mind of thoughts. Okay. One more, maybe? Anyone else have one? Being in the moment. So integrated in the moment. These are all excellent answers. So a couple of them I would say are a byproduct of meditation. Connecting with your deeper self, integrating yourself, being in the present. Those are byproducts of meditation, the positive benefits of meditation. But I think your answer, what is meditation, is to have no thoughts in your mind. That is what it means to meditate. Your mind is absolutely quiet. So you might have tried meditations or heard of meditations, or you're opening up Instagram and you see ads for meditations that are focused on perhaps imagination or concentration or focusing, counting, different ways of trying to basically bring you into the moment, bring you into the present. We all have a lot of thoughts going on in our mind all day long. Thoughts are bombarding us. So how do we remove those thoughts? How do we get to a state where there is no thought in our mind? That is what meditation is. That's the definition of it. Again, a lot of benefits can come from experiencing that, but that's what it means to meditate, to have no thoughts. So we're called Sahaja Yoga Meditation. So we know what meditation means, no thoughts in your mind. We call that specifically thoughtless awareness in this meditation. So you might hear that phrase, thoughtless awareness. Again, that is a state where your mind is quiet, you're not in a trance, you're not sleeping, you're fully aware of what's going on around you, but your mind is at peace, it's quiet, no thoughts are happening. So what does Sahaj mean? Sahaja Yoga Meditation. Sahaj means born with you, it means built inside of you. So to achieve that state of meditation, you already have everything that you need inside of you. You all walked in here today with everything that you need, which is why, again, this meditation was founded by Shimataji as a nonprofit, because how can you pay or charge somebody for what you already have? You all walked in here today with all the tools, everything that you need to feel peaceful in your mind, to feel that state of meditation, and to experience all the benefits that you both described, to become more deeply connected to yourself, to be in the moment, and to feel an integration between your body, soul, spirit, spiritually, all of those things. It's all built inside of you. That's his definition of Sahaj. Any questions about that? Sahaja? That's a Sanskrit word. And then yoga. Sahaja Yoga Meditation. Who knows what yoga means? The actual definition of yoga. We think of yoga. What do we think of yoga when we think of yoga? We think of mats. Yeah, we think of exercise, stretching. But there's an actual definition to that word. And does anybody know that? Okay. The meaning of yoga means connection or union with something higher than yourself. So you put all that together, Sahaja Yoga Meditation, you all have inside of you everything that you need to have that deeper connection, not only with yourself, but with something higher than yourself. It's all built inside of you. We're designed this way. This is how we're made. We were created by a higher power to make this connection, to have this connection happen. It's all inside. And that's kind of what this chart represents. So we'll get to our famous chart here. Anybody seen anything like this before? Kind of familiar? Okay, yeah. This is what we call our subtle system inside of us. I don't want to go into too much detail. We could be here literally for all day, talking about all the details, all the deeper meanings to all of these, to the centers and the channels that are represented in this chart. After the class, if you have a few minutes, we have some more information on the back of the wall here if you're interested in reading some more things about that. But basically what this is, our subtle system, this is built into our nervous system, this subtle system that we have. And in our subtle system, we have, you see 7 circles rising up along the spine. In science or medical understanding, these are our nerve plexuses, our nerves bundled together in these different areas of our body along our spine. And we can call them energy centers, another way to describe them. Ancient people called them chakras, if you've heard the word chakra. So we have 7 of these. Again, these are very, very important to how we feel every day. If we want to be balanced, if we want to be peaceful, if you want to have the qualities that you see written on this chart here, love inside, compassion, forgiveness, these are all built inside. So if these centers are functioning well and healthy, then we feel good. We feel balanced. If for some reason there's some imbalances inside of these centers, then maybe we're not feeling as good as we can. And I would say most of us, we probably have some little challenges inside. Just from life. You know, we start out when we're little, and you think of children, they are spontaneous. They're always in the present. They have all the qualities that you see here. They're forgiving, they're loving, they're peaceful. We are drawn to children because of those qualities inside, innocent, all the qualities here. We still have all these qualities inside too, but we start to grow up. We become teenagers, we start to get identities, we start to hang out with groups. Maybe decisions that we make in life might start to affect the health of these centers inside. Maybe it's our surroundings, our environment, our culture, so many things can affect the health. They're very sensitive. And as we're growing and as we're experiencing life, there's nothing really recharging them. We're born and they're fully charged. You know, the batteries are charged when we come out, when we enter into this world. But then we're growing again, and so these can start to deplete. They may deplete inside. Maybe they don't. Maybe some are very strong. For example, creativity is the quality of this chakra right here. If you're a very creative person, then this is a really strong center in you. But maybe you're creative, but peace is not your thing. It's hard for you to feel relaxed, to feel peaceful, to be satisfied. So again, you know, we're all kind of a little bit different on the inside, just like we're different on the outside. Make sense so far? We got all this going on inside of us. Okay. So the 7 of these. Now, quickly, 3 lines. Our 3 lines on the chart. These are channels of energy. Ancient people called these nadis, the 3 channels. And so these are also very important to how we're feeling every day. And so I want to just talk about them briefly. We have a left, a right, and a center channel of energy. And our left channel is the channel of our desire. It's our emotional side. All of the wants, the desires that we have in life, they come from the left side. So, you know, I want to grow up and I want to be a doctor. That's a desire coming from the left side, or perhaps from your parents, but it's coming from the left side. And then the right side is the action side. So I want to achieve this in my life, and this is how I'm going to do it. This is my to-do list. I've got to do A, B, and C to become a doctor. So we have these 2 channels inside of us. And you can imagine, you can kind of see, if they're not in balance, then our life is not in balance. So if we're always daydreaming, but there's no action, then we're out of balance. Or if we're always action on this side, constantly going and thinking, then that can create, you know, stress, anxiety in our life. If this center is a little bit out of balance on the left side, then we might become a little more lethargic in life. Maybe we, you know, again, we have the dreams, but not the action behind it. And these, If these channels become out of balance, like sort of chronically, you could say, or for long periods of time, then it really can affect you. You might feel depressed on the left side if this is out of balance. On the right side, a lot of frustration, anger issues, anger management we talk about. That's on the right side. Um, in the center channel, or in the middle channel, this white channel, that is the present. So past, future, and present. You talked about how a benefit of meditation is to become into the present. So that's where we want to be. We want these two channels to be healthy, but we don't want to be living in them. We don't want to be living in the past, we don't want to be living in the future, and be living in the present, in the moment. And that is built inside of us too. And again, back to when we were all kids. When we were all kids, we were always in the moment. Little kids don't worry about the past and the future. Very briefly, maybe, but then they come right back because they're fresh. It's all new inside. It's only when we get older and we start thinking and worrying that suddenly we're no longer in the present. We're thinking about work all the time. We're thinking about something that happened at work, somebody we work with that gets under our skin, they keep coming into our attention, into our thoughts all the time. Maybe it happened 20 years ago. That person's still coming back into our mind. Or we're thinking about tomorrow. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? Could be like in your family, could be in the world. What's going to happen? Always worrying about tomorrow. Most of us are there. That's where the thoughts come from. The thoughts that we're experiencing, they're bubbling up from the left channel and from the right channel. You can kind of see it illustrated on the chart here, how they come up. And this is our mind here. They bubble up into our mind and start just bombarding our head. But we want to be in the middle. We want to be in the middle because it's in the center channel that we grow, we improve ourselves, we become better people in the present. That's where we ascend in the center. So, make sense so far? All this is going on inside of us. We've all got this going on. This is the subtle system that's built inside of you that we talked about. This is all inside of you. Every one of us has this going on. Again, we've got different strengths, different challenges, but we all have this happening. So, now how do we get this back into balance? If it is out of balance, how do I get this back in balance? How do I recharge this? How does this come back to its fullest strength? And how do all of these qualities that you see, how do I achieve these qualities? There is something else built inside of us, Sahaja, built inside of you. And that is, if you see there's a little triangle down here at the base of the spine. This central channel represents the spine here, this white line. Inside of that little triangle, which represents our sacrum bone, this is our sacrum bone, we have an energy inside of us. Has anybody heard the word Kundalini before? Okay. So you might hear that word. Sometimes there's different yoga, like physical yoga, you'll hear of Kundalini, and if you can Google the word, and there's lots of information out there, I would just tell you to be careful because this has been, again, this is ancient knowledge that maybe people don't fully quite understand what Kundalini is. So just giving you a little bit of a warning there if you do Google it. But I will tell you what Kundalini is. Kundalini is a positive, loving energy inside of every one of us. A mothering energy, resting inside of our sacrum bone, just resting there, fully aware of everything about you. We all have Kundalini inside, but your Kundalini only knows you, and your Kundalini knows if you're a creative person. Your Kundalini knows if you're not feeling peaceful. Your Kundalini knows everything, all about this subtle system inside of you. Again, a dormant energy inside. But your Kundalini wants to rise up along your central channel here. And as she does rise, when her wish is fulfilled, you could say she has a desire herself, which is to rise, then these channels and these centers inside of us, she starts to nourish them from the inside. That's how you're recharged, from the inside out. It isn't something outside. It isn't an outside force or, an app or anything like that, or even a lecture. This isn't what's going to help you. It's your own energy that helps you. And so your energy rises up along here, nourishes these centers. You might be surprised. The more you meditate, qualities that you didn't know you had start to automatically manifest in you because they're all built inside. And your energy rises to this point right here. So when your energy reaches this point, Again, we've got these thoughts bubbling up from our left and our right channel into our mind. This center right here, people have heard of third eye, things like that. There is a chakra right here, and it's very narrow. It's a very narrow chakra, and it's already designed that way. You could call it a gate. It's a gate to the last chakra, which is where our soft spot used to be, which we'll get to. But the center, it's narrow, and all of the thinking, all that constant chatter in our mind is putting a lot of pressure on this center right here. So when your energy reaches this point, it's difficult for the energy to cross over here until we take advantage of the quality that is of this center here, which is to forgive. So the combination of your energy rising and your forgiving, the center opens. The center opens up. And that is how you begin to experience meditation. That's how your thoughts begin to slow down. It's an automatic process that's all built inside. This is how you're designed. It isn't something you have to force or make happen. I'm going to force myself to stop thinking. I mean, we can all try, but it's difficult. Let your system work itself out automatically. We may be having many, many thoughts. Most of us are. We're riding the waves of the thoughts, but there is a space in between. There's a little space in between every thought. We may not be experiencing it, but it's there. When your energy rises, she makes that little space a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, and that is when you are in the present. That little space is the present between the thoughts, between the thought of the past or the thought of the future. There's that little bit of present in there, and your Kundalini rises and makes that present a little bit bigger, a little bit bigger. And then another thought comes, and then it fades, and then you're in the present again. Again, this is a process. So the more you meditate, more of your energy starts to rise up. You can imagine this energy, it's like a rope. It's coiled. That's why you see the design there. It's coiled, and inside the rope, there are all these strands of positive energy. And the more you meditate, more and more strands begin to rise. So it's like a really positive cycle begins in your life. And the more energy crosses over here, then that quietness in your mind, again, becomes expanded, the quietness in your mind, that meditative state. One more thing, when your energy reaches the last center, here we talked about a gate here. This is the gate. This is the destination up here. And up here, this is where you achieve that connection. That connection takes place, that union, that yoga takes place when your energy reaches this point. And in this meditation, we call that self-realization, when your energy reaches here. That's what your energy wants. Your energy has a desire. She wants to connect you. She wants to give you that connection. And along the way, all the benefits take place as she's rising up here. She also, right here, you see a little flame on the chart here. Inside of our heart resides our higher self, our spirit in our heart. And your energy also wants to connect you to that deeper side, that deeper part of yourself, as you talked about. So when your energy reaches the last center here, you can see this is where self-realization takes place. And so you get that yoga, that connection takes place. And what does that mean? What does that mean to have that? And how do you know that that's happening? You start to feel it in your life. You're going to feel this connection in your life. You begin to feel it, experience it. One of the ways is physically, you start to feel it. And so you might notice that every fingertip on the hands of this chart, they're color-coded back to the centers here. Because when you get this connection, you start to feel it on your hands. It's like the system gets switched on, and you can feel it. It's your own experience. So all of your centers are connected to your fingertips, and if there's any imbalances inside, you can feel where those imbalances are. So you understand yourself on a deeper level. So for example, this center right here, it's represented on our index fingers. And so you might start to feel if there is a little imbalance in here, a little bit of tingling on your fingertips, which kind of tells you, okay, my energy is working on this center, nourishing it, trying to remove anything that's keeping me from being my best. And there are things that you can learn in this meditation that we can teach you to help assist your energy, to help assist. Because the goal is you want to become more and more, kind of regain, you could say, back to what you had when you were little. Get all that back, and more, and more. Remove all the baggage. That's what the energy wants to do. Push all the baggage out. It's almost like turning on a little hose. The energy is pushing out all that anything that's keeping you from feeling your best, any challenges that we have. The energy removes them. Bad habits. Maybe we're aware of things in our life. Gosh, I wish I could change that about myself. It's really hard. Your energy is there to support you and to do that for you. Again, that's another meaning of Sahaj, by the way. Before I wrap this part up, Sahaj also means effortless and spontaneous. It's all built inside. It's all built inside. So that is how this meditation works. It's all an automatic process, and I will say, as far as relating back to our nervous system, this is our autonomous nervous system, our parasympathetic and sympathetic nervous system, and all the nerve plexuses inside of us. Again, it's a natural thing. You should feel today. I'm very confident that if you keep an open mind, everyone's going to leave here today feeling more relaxed. Your energy rises and soothes down your nerves. And any questions before we have our first experience? I know that was a lot of information. But does that make sense to everybody? Okay. Yeah, it's how again, it's all built inside. So if there are no questions, let's go ahead and let's have the first meditation we're going to do. So we're going to meditate a couple times today. First time we're going to meditate, we're going to soak our feet in some lukewarm water with some salt. We call that a foot soak. I mentioned, you might feel some little tingling. You might start to feel where you might have some imbalances inside. And there are little things you can do to help yourself, to help assist this energy. Again, this is like mothering energy. So it's kind of almost like you're kind of, you got your little chores to do. You're helping this mothering energy. And foot soaking is one of those great techniques that you can do to help clear out this system inside. We do that because we're made up of 5 elements: the water, air, earth, fire, and ether. So the foot soak takes 2 of those elements, the water, and the salt is the earth, and we can soak our feet in there. And it helps you. It helps a lot to bring you back into balance, and you should feel better after we do this. So let's do that. Let's get our little foot soak bowls and prepare that. We have a kitchen back here through the door. So we'll go get our bowls and come back, and then we'll have our first meditation. If you're watching online, if you watched this before and you have this bowl, you can go take care of that and fill it up. But if you don't have that, you don't need it to have this first meditation. You don't need to have it. You can just sit quietly. We're going to play a little bit of music, and we're going to come back in just a couple of minutes. So just sit quietly, and we'll be right back for our first meditation. Thanks. So All right, everyone has water, paper towels in the tub? All right. Okay, welcome back. Thank you for being patient if you're watching online. So let's start our first meditation. Everybody ready to have the best experience of their life? Let's get started. All right, so how can you help make this the best experience of your life? And it's a very simple thing. Keep an open mind about it, keep an open heart about it, and ask for it. So this energy inside of you, again, this energy is resting inside, and the mothering energy, has a desire, again, to rise up, to give you this connection. It's all yours for the asking. It's all built inside, but your energy respects you, and so she just needs you to ask. Just ask for it, and then she starts to rise. It's that simple. So just keep an open mind, an open heart. Keep a wish in your heart, and I promise you're going to feel good. Okay. So in this meditation, we use our hands because we have a left channel and a right channel we talked about. Desire is on the left side. That's a key again, the desire. We want to ask for it, and then the action is on the right side. So we use our right hand, and I'm just going to walk you through. I'm going to lead this meditation and guide it, and we're going to use our hand and put our hand on these different centers inside of us on the left side. So we're going to keep our left hand open on our lap like this, and then our right hand is going to start. We're going to put it on our heart like we're pledging allegiance. Yep. And we'll move our hand then underneath our ribs, and then we'll move our hand to our hip, then back underneath our ribs, then back over our heart. Then we'll take our hand and put it on the left side of our neck. Yep, right here, right where your neck meets your shoulder, right here, like this. Then we'll move it to this center here. We talked about this one on our forehead. We can bend our head down when we do that. We will take our right hand and put it on the back of our head. We'll lift our head up, let it rest backwards like this. And then finally, we're going to stretch all our fingers apart, put the palm of our hand at the top of our head, right at the very crown. And you want to keep your fingers stretched like this. We're going to massage our scalp. So you don't want to hold on to your hair. You want to keep your fingers stretched apart. It's that simple. Okay? All right. So we can all take off our socks, put our feet in the water. If you're wearing glasses, you can take off your glasses. There's one more thing I want to show you, so you might need to put your glasses back on to see me do this. We always begin our meditation and end our meditation. We'll use our hands again to do this. So we can all do this together. We call this raising our energy, and it's a way to express our desire for the energy to rise. So to do that, again, you can just follow along with me. Just take your left hand and you put your left hand towards your body, at the lower part of your body. And your right hand goes in between. So you're perfect. Your right hand is in between. Very good. And then you begin to move. Your right hand is the action hand. Your right hand starts to move over, outwardly, over your left hand. Then they both rise to the top of your head, and you tie a big knot on top of your head. So you want your energy to come up, stay up here, above all of the chatter in our minds. So we do that a second time. Second time, we tie two big knots. We're going to take our hands back down. Third time, we tie three big knots. 1, 2, 3, just like that. Now, for each one of these centers we have 7 of them again. We put a shield over ourselves for each one. And so put our left hand at our hip, and then our right hand touches our left hand. And we make a big arch over the top of our head like this. And then we bring the arch back. So over and back is 1. And we go over and back a total of 7 times. Over and back 7 times. The energy inside of us, it flows. It flows through us. It flows through our hands. So this is just a way to move that energy around us. All right, so now we can put our feet in the water. We can relax ourselves, take our glasses off. We want to begin with both palms on our lap, both palms open. Eyes are closed gently, nice and relaxed, palms open. So we'll just take a moment and just let go. Let go of the day, let go of any tension in our bodies. So eyes, again, closed gently, eyes relaxed, forehead relaxed, eyebrows relaxed. You want to be sitting straight, but not stiff. So just comfortably. Settle into your chair. Remove any pressure you might be feeling on your body. Relax your neck and shoulders. Arms are loose. Again, palms are open. And relax your legs. Relax your legs. Let go of any tension in your muscles. Let them be loose. And then your feet are flat. Your feet are not touching each other. There's a space between them. Whether you're foot soaking here with us in Dallas or at home, just keep your feet flat on the ground. At home, you can sit comfortably on a chair, on your sofa. But again, you want to be sitting straight, palms open, nice and relaxed. Let's take our right hand and put it over our heart on the left side. As we move our hand to these different points that I showed you, we're going to put our attention where our hand is. So our hand and our attention are on our heart. We talked about what is that key? What is the key to this energy rising? What is the key to having a positive experience with this meditation and with this energy? And that is just to have a wish in your heart or an ask in your heart, a desire, your own personal desire to experience this meditation. It's that simple. So we'll just start with that. We can start there with our attention in our heart. We can just say inside of our heart, please may I experience the peace of meditation, true meditation. Please may I experience the peace of true meditation. Just make that ask in your heart. Again, through your heart. Please may I experience the peace of meditation. We can also say inside of our heart, please may I experience the comfort of this energy inside of me. This is a comforting, mothering, divine energy. Please may I experience the comfort of my own energy. And then, with our attention remaining here on our heart, we'll ask ourselves 3 times inside of our heart the question, am I the Spirit? Am I the Spirit? 3 times inside your heart. Am I the Spirit? We move our hand now to the upper part of our abdomen underneath our ribs. We just press our hand gently here. Put our attention here. Again, nice and relaxed. Here we ask a second question 3 times in our heart. Here we ask, am I my own master? Am I my own master? 3 times in your heart. Am I my own master? Now we can move our hand to the lower part of our abdomen. So about hip level, you want to just press your hand gently right here. Put your attention here. We're putting our attention on the second energy center inside of us, on the left side. So all of these centers, these chakras, these plexuses inside of us, they have qualities that are built inside. We all have these qualities inside of us, every one of us. We're going to start to ask, we're going to ask our energy to nourish these centers so we can feel these qualities, so they manifest themselves fully inside of us. So the quality here, where our hand is, the quality here is knowledge built inside. Pure, positive knowledge. It's good for us. You can call it divine inspiration. It comes from inside. It comes from here. That's the quality here. So we're going to ask 6 times. We're going to address our own energy. Again, we ask her. So we're going to ask 6 times. Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. That's simple. Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. Just putting your attention right where your hand is. 6 times in your heart. Mother Energy, please may I have pure knowledge. 6 times. We ask 6 times because, like a flower, this energy center, this chakra has 6 petals on it. So that's why we ask 6 times. Please may I have pure knowledge. Now your energy begins to respond. Let's take our hand and put it back underneath our ribs. So here we asked, am I my own master? What do we mean? Am I my own master? We're asking, do I have control over my life? Do I have self-control? Can I do the right thing in my life? Can I make the right choices? Can I recognize a right choice from a wrong choice? If I make a wrong choice, can I learn from that and improve myself? So the truth about us, every one of us, we have that quality built inside. It's built inside of us. We call it the quality of self-mastery. We all make mistakes, but we can improve, we can learn from them, and we can do the right thing. It's all built inside. So your energy rises and this quality really begins to show itself in your life. So let's affirm that quality that we have. We're going to say it 10 times in our heart. 10 times, 10 petals here. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Say that 10 times in your heart. You can put your attention right where your hand is. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Mother Energy, I am my own master. 10 times. When we say, I am my own master, we aren't placing ourselves above the divine. We're saying the divine has given me this gift inside, and I want to acknowledge that with confidence in myself. Mother Energy, I am my own master. Now we put our hand back on our heart. Again, nice and relaxed, nice and relaxed. Put our attention inside our heart. We can feel our heart beating inside. So let your attention go inside and deep inside, deep down in your heart. We asked here, am I the spirit? Do I have a higher self? Do I have deeper meaning in my life? Another truth about us, every one of us, all humans, all human beings, we have inside of our heart, that higher self resides there, and that is the spirit inside of us. So we can say 12 times here, 12 times in our heart, with confidence in ourselves, in our spirit, in that higher and deeper meaning to our lives. We can say, Mother Energy, I am pure spirit, 12 times. Mother Energy, I am pure spirit, 12 times in your heart, deep down in your heart. Mother Energy, I am pure spirit. Above everything else, all the other aspects of my life, this is the highest that I am. And when we make that very simple statement, Mother Energy, I am pure spirit, the spirit inside of us responds, is pleased by that statement, by that acknowledgement of that higher self we all have. Let's take our right hand now and place it on the corner of our neck, on the left side. Right where our neck meets our shoulders, we'll place our hand, and you can turn your head a little to the right so your hand fits right at that point. And gently squeeze, very gently squeeze right here on your neck, and put all your attention here. So we talked about the left, the right, and the center. We want to be in the center. We want to let go of the past. We don't want to worry about the future. We want to be in the present so we can really be our best. And our energy sees a vision for our lives that we may not even see for ourselves. We talked about there are some things we can do to assist our energy, simple things we can do. Here is one of those things we can do for ourselves. We want to let go of any guilt we might be holding on to. If we're feeling guilty, let it go right here, right now. Let it go. So here we can say inside of our heart, in our heart, 16 total times. 16 times. That's how important this is. 16 petals here. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. 16 times. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. Let it go. Consciously, unconsciously, let it go. Mother Energy, I am not guilty at all. 16 times. Before we move on to the next step, there is a quality here as well. There's a quality built in right here. If we feel guilty, if we hold on to it, we may not feel this quality as strongly as we might, as we can, and as we should. The quality built in here is pure self-esteem. Pure self-esteem comes from right there. Self-esteem, self-respect. Those are the qualities built in right here. So let's just acknowledge that. Just a few times, just in your heart. Mother Energy, please may I have pure self-esteem and pure self-respect. 3 times. Mother Energy, please may I have pure self-esteem and pure self-respect. 3 times. Mother Energy, please may I have pure self-esteem and pure self-respect. When we respect ourselves, then we automatically respect others. Let's move our hand now to our forehead. And we can slowly bend our head down. So let your head rest on your palm. Again, left hand just stays open in a receiving posture. We talked about this center too, how the energy rises and all the thoughts in our mind, all the thinking creates a lot of pressure here. We want this center to open. We want our energy to slow down our thoughts automatically. So there's another thing we can do for ourselves right here, and that is to forgive. Forgive. That's the quality built in here. This is essential. Unless we forgive, unless we let go, we can't reach the final destination, the final chakra, and experience that yoga. We need to let everything go here. So without thinking about any particular person or a situation, we could just say, Mother Energy, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. Mother Energy, I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. We don't have to count here. It's really just the sincerity from your heart. The number of times is up to you. Mother Energy, I forgive everyone. I also forgive myself. Don't forget to forgive yourself. And now we put our hand on the back of our head. We can keep our eyes closed, but you lift your head up like you are looking upwards. So your head is now resting back on your hand. And this is the same center inside of us. This is an important center, that forgiveness inside. So here on the back side, we just humble our hearts and say, "O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made. O Divine, please forgive me for any mistakes that I have made, knowingly and unknowingly." And just let everything go. Forgiving, letting go, it's all for your own benefit, so you can be your best. So just let everything go. And now we take our hand, stretch all of our fingers apart. We can bend our head down again very slightly here. Press the palm of our hand at the very top of our head, the very crown. Press your hand down here and feel your hand, feel that connection. And bring all your attention up here. So you're going to put your attention right here where your hand is. And let's also recall how we began our meditation by asking for the experience of meditation. So you want to put that wish or that desire or your heart here. So your heart, your hand, and your attention all right here together. And we'll begin to massage our scalp with our hand in a circle. We move our hand over to the left, down towards the forehead, towards the front, over to the right, and then all the way back. So left ear, forehead, right ear, all the way back. We're going to do this, make this circle 7 times nice and slow. Again, all your attention here, your open heart, your open mind, and we're going to ask 7 times. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. 7 times, all your heart. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. All we have to do is ask. And this entire system that's your own switches on. It's all yours for the asking. Mother Energy, please may I have my self-realization. When you've finished doing that, we put our hand back on our lap. Both palms are open. Relax yourself. Relax. But try to hold your attention at the top of your head. See if you can just keep it there without stressing about it, but try to hold your attention at the very top of your head. You can keep your eyes relaxed. And just see if you can hold your attention there for just a few moments. You feel a lot of thoughts are coming. That's okay. That's okay. You can help to negate those thoughts and very slowly say inside, not this thought, not this thought, not this thought, at least 3 times. And then put your attention back to the top of your head. All right, let's open our eyes now. And we end our meditation the way we started. We raise our energy. So we just raise, again, right hand over left. We raise our energy 3 times. First 1 knot, then 2, then 3. You can let your attention be inside. Your attention can rise along your spine. So your attention is at the top of your head when you tie those knots. And after that, we put on the 7 shields. And same thing, if you know where these are located, these centers inside of you, you can put your attention on each one. Or you can look at the chart, put your attention on each one inside. Then we rinse our feet with the water, dry our feet, and we take the water, we flush the water down the commode, down the toilet. We don't want to put it in the sink. So just go ahead and flush the toilets. There's 2 restrooms. If you're watching online, if you're watching our Shreveport, again, give us just a few moments. We're going to take care of these foot soak tubs. We'll be right back for another meditation. We'll play some music for you, and we'll see you in just a moment. welcome back. Welcome back. I hope everyone's feeling a little more relaxed after that first meditation. So, in the time that we have left, we have about 30 more minutes. First, we'd like to play a short clip of the founder of this meditation, Sri Mataji. Sri Mataji traveled all over the world uh, teaching this meditation exactly as you just experienced. That's how she taught this meditation. And this clip is, I believe she was in Australia at this time of this talk. Again, she traveled all over the world, again, explaining this to people, again, giving it away for free. And so I'd like you just to experience a few minutes of that conversation. So we'll start with that. Go ahead and play that clip.
One thing I must tell you at the very outset, you cannot pay for it. You cannot, because it's a living process. Try to understand, logically, when it's a living process, we don't pay. For example, see these beautiful flowers are here, we take them for granted. See the beautiful area you have in Canberra. Now the autumn has come. Autumn comes, the beautiful colors of ochre, this, that, I'm just enjoying. All that comes by itself. The seasons come by itself. You don't pay anyone for that. You don't pay the Mother Earth for giving you these flowers. In the same way, when you have become a human being, you have not paid at all for your evolution. Then how can you pay for a higher awareness? It's a logical thing we should understand. You cannot pay for this living process. And not for this knowledge. All right, you can pay for this knowledge, all right. But you cannot pay for this happening. You cannot pay for anything that is divine. If you understand this point, you will have to understand also another point. It has to be very effortless. If it is so vital, it is so important, it has to be effortless. With a very little effort, you should be able to achieve your evolution. If that doesn't happen, that you should know that it is something else but not your evolution. Now you have to know what you are seeking is the truth. What is the truth? Is actually you are seeking your higher evolutionary attainment. That is to be the spirit, is the first truth you are seeking. And the second one is that all this living work is done by an all-pervading power. That's a divine law. They may call it by the name Parama Chaitanya, they may call it as the cool breeze of the Holy Ghost, they can call it as the all-pervading power of God's love, or they can call it as Ruh, or anything. But it is a fact that all this living work is done through this vital power which combines all the powers of the world. This power has created us, and this power wants us to feel that power, to get connected with that power, to be enriched by that power, to enjoy that power, and then ultimately to use it, to give it to others also. We are human beings, and we get so frustrated with ourselves. Sometimes people start asking, why am I here? For what? What's my purpose after all this useless thing I'm going on with the insurance? So much to be paid, the bills to be paid, this to be paid. We are fed up. It's a fact, no doubt, I agree. But you have forgotten your purpose, that's why. Actually, within yourself, you are extremely beautiful. Your divinity is waiting for you. In your depths, you have all that. You have to reach that divinity. Then you will know how beautiful you are, how dynamic you are, how compassionate you are, and that how universal you are. All this has to come to you through this connection. I tell a story about taking a say, a television set to a very remote village in India where they have never known anything about television. You show them the box and they'll say, "What this box?" If you tell them, "No, you can see lots of pictures in this from all over the world," they say, "What this box?" That's what we feel about ourselves. But once this box is put to the mains, then you know how fantastic it is. Then you realize how great you are.
So you can see why I played that clip. I can't say that any better than Shimanoji could. I'm not even sure how to follow that, except this is what we're talking about, the system that she talked about inside of us. It's a living process. It's all built inside of you. You can't pay for it. It's already yours. It's like, a seed gets planted and then it grows naturally at its own rate. Every tree has a different rate that it grows, just like we are the same. It's all built inside. And she talked about the, that all pervading power. Call it whatever you are comfortable with. She mentioned several different names, uh, depending on where you're from in the world. But it's all the same thing. It's that creative power that created us and the universe that you get connected to by your own energy inside. So, having said that, we have a few minutes left. Let's have one more meditation. So we can just sit comfortably again. And again, if you're wearing glasses, you can take off your glasses. We can put both of our palms open on our lap. And again, relax ourselves. We want to be comfortable. So let's start. We'll take our left hand now, and put it on our hip on the right side. Our left hand on the right hip. Right hand stays open on our lap. When we move our hand to these different points, when we put our attention here, and when we simply ask for the qualities here, our energy responds. She responds to your desire. So this helps to direct more energy into these different areas, more of this nourishing, comforting energy. So the quality here on the right side of the center, on the left side it was knowledge, and the center it's creativity. On the right side, this is the seat of our attention. The seat of our attention is here. And our attention day to day can be very fragmented. It's going to so many different things at the same time. We all have such busy lives. Our energy can soothe down our attention, can help to heal it, bring it to a more focused state. So let's ask for that. With our left hand on our right hip, Mother Energy, please soothe my attention. Please soothe my attention. Mother Energy, please soothe down my attention. Please quiet my attention and remove all of the distractions from my attention. Please quiet my attention. Please remove all the distractions from my attention. Mother Energy, please soothe my attention. Please quiet my attention. Let's put our left hand back on our lap. Put our right hand now right over our navel. Put our right hand on our navel, press our hand gently here, and put our attention here. This is the quality, this is the center of peace. The quality here is peace. Peace, satisfaction, generosity. All those qualities come from here. So again, to receive these qualities, we just ask for them. So it's that simple. Ask and receive. Mother Energy, please make me a peaceful person. Please remove anything that might be keeping me from feeling that sense of peace in my daily life. Please bless me with peace here, today, at this moment. I'm satisfied where I am in my life at this time. We feel hankering someday when I have A, B, and C, then I can relax, then I can enjoy my life, then I can feel satisfied, then I can feel peaceful. That's not being in the moment. That's not being in the moment. Doesn't mean we can't have goals. But Mother Energy, feel peaceful, relaxed, satisfied where I am at this moment today. And just hold your attention here. And just hold that desire, that wish in your heart. The more we can experience this meditation through our heart, not as a mental exercise, but through our heart, the more powerful it becomes. Mother Energy, please bless me with peace. Let's take our right hand and just move it to the left side of our navel. The left side of our navel. Put our attention there. This is the same center of peace inside of us. But the left side, in our lives, it deals with our home life. More with our family, our home life. Peace in our home. Peace in our relationships. So we can ask for that. Mother Energy, please bring peace to my family life, to my home life. Please bring peace to my family, to my relationships, to my home. And when we have inner peace, truly inner peace inside of us, that peace, it moves outwardly, it moves out to those around us. They automatically feel that peace as well. So please bring peace to my home, to my family, to my relationships. When this center is strong, our homes become inviting. People want to be with us. Please bring peace to that aspect of my life. Just hold your attention there for just a moment. Let's put our right hand on our lap. Take our left hand and place it on the right side of our navel. Put our attention there. The left side is peace at home, in the family. The right side is peace outside of our home. Mother Energy, please bring peace to my work life, to my school life. Any work I do outside of the home. any positions I might hold at work, in my community. Please bring peace to these areas of my life. Just hold your attention here for just a moment. And again, when the peace inside of us is strong, and it's all built inside of every one of us, but when it begins to really show itself at work as well, work environments, our coworkers feel that peace. Our lives can be a source of positivity and peace to the people around us without doing anything. It's a spontaneous thing. It's an effortless thing, as Sri Mataji said. It's all effortless. It's all built inside of you. Please bring peace to my life outside of my home. And let's put our left hand back on our lap now. And take our right hand and put it right in the center of our chest. And put our attention right here. And let's take 3 deep breaths. 3 deep breaths. Fill up your lungs nice and full. When your lungs are full, hold your breath for just a moment. Take a beat. Hold it, and then slowly let your breath out. And do that 3 times. With your attention right in the center of your chest, your center heart. So we talked about elements. We use the water, we use the earth and our futsa. Air, the air is an element, and it opens up. We already know that. If I'm feeling stressed, stop, take a few deep breaths, relax. The way that we feel, you're out in nature and take a deep breath. It's so relaxing. The quality of our center heart is security, bravery, fearlessness. Those are the qualities here. Our world thrives on insecurity, our media. Our society. Do I look right? Are my clothes okay? Am I the right weight? Is my car okay? What are people thinking? So here we can ask, Mother Energy, please bless me with a strong heart. A strong heart. Please remove any insecurities in my heart. Please expand and open my heart. Just hold your attention here, right where your hand is. Mother Energy, please open my heart. Please remove any insecurities, any fears inside of my heart. Think how different our lives can be without fear. Without fear. What will people think if I do this? Our heart becomes strong, and we know what's right, and we can speak the truth. Speak the truth without fear. So please open my heart. Please expand my heart. And let's put our hand again on the left side of our heart. Our right hand on the left side of our heart. And put our attention again on our heart. And again, just ask Mother Energy, please connect me with this higher self inside of me, this spirit in my heart. Please connect me with that higher self. Let's take our hand and put it across our forehead one more time. Bend our head down. We can squeeze very gently from both sides of your forehead. So your fingertips, your palm of your hand, just squeeze very gently. And again, let everything go here. Let everything go. You have the power of forgiveness built inside of you. We all do, every one of us. Imagine how the world would change automatically, spontaneously, if everyone took full advantage of this quality. So without thinking of anyone or any situation, just very simply, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Automatically, the thoughts begin to reduce. Anger, frustration, resentments, grudges, judgment, all begin to slowly fade. Without any effort, it happens automatically. It's how we're designed to be. We're designed to be this way. And please awaken the quality of forgiveness in me. Please may I experience the state of meditation, of thoughtless awareness. My mind is at peace. And then we'll take our right hand and place the palm of our hand one more time at the very crown of our head. And press our hand down, put all of our attention here again, and we'll rotate, we'll massage again. 7 times, over to the left, front, right, and back. And we'll ask again, 7 times here. Mother Energy, please may I experience the peace of true meditation. 7 times, just from your heart. Mother Energy, please may I experience the peace of true meditation. 7 times. Mother Energy, please may I experience the peace of true meditation. It's an experience. It's your own experience. Again, when we're finished, we just put both of our palms open on our lap. Nice and relaxed, and try again, just see if you can hold your attention at the very top of your head. Just hold it there. Eyes are relaxed. Again, if you feel a lot of thoughts coming, you can repeat, not this thought, not this thought. Or you can put your hand across your forehead again. And just forgive. I forgive everything. I forgive myself. I forgive these thoughts. Forgive. Let's take the ring finger of our right hand and just place it right in the center of our forehead. And just gently massage here from the top over to the left, down, over to the right, and back. We're just massaging in a circle here. And again, I let go and I forgive. I let go and I forgive. Now we'll take both of our hands and just raise them up to the level of your heart. Both your palms are open at the level of your heart. And let's just observe our palm. We can start with our left hand. Just let your attention go to your left hand. You can let your attention go all around, starting at your thumb. Just very briefly let your attention move across every finger. Your attention is on your palm. And just see if you feel anything. Just make a mental note of it. We move our attention to our right hand. Same thing. Just let your attention move from fingertip to fingertip, all the way around. Also on your palm. And then we can ask, please may I feel my own energy on my hands. Please may I feel my own energy on my hands. 3 times. Please may I feel my own energy on my hands. That's one of the ways that it reveals itself to me. Back on our lap now. And let's open our eyes and end our meditation by raising our energy 3 times. And you put on the shield 7 times. So I hope my prediction was true and we all feel relaxed. You all feel more relaxed than when we came in? Okay, very good. Very good. Was this the best experience of your life? I hope so. Did anybody feel anything in their hands? Okay. Okay. You might feel coolness, warmth, movement, tingling. That's just a sign. I didn't do a thing. I did not do a thing. Ajit was sitting quietly. We didn't do anything. Your own energy rose, and that's why you're feeling it. You have that connection. That connection took place. That's your own. Again, that's your own. So now what? Now what? You remember everything that we did? All the steps we did? Everyone remembers? Do you need to go home after this class and sit down and do that for 2 hours? No. Everyone's eyes got really big. No, I don't remember. No. We did a lot of things today. You don't have to do all of that. It's not about quantity. It's about quality. It's not, well, I'm going to sit down and force myself to do step 1 through 10. It's just taking a few minutes every day. I will say that is something that you do need to do that. You have to do that. 5-10 minutes a day. because your energy responds to your desire. So everyone had a desire today. You all drove here today and you all sat down. You expressed the desire. You expressed it in your heart. Your energy rose and everybody felt it. We all felt it together. So if you keep expressing that desire, and then the energy continues to rise. We talked about how it's limitless energy inside. But if you let it go, then the energy kind of comes back down again. So that you need to give it a little bit of time every day. Devote a little bit of time. 5 to 10 minutes is all that it takes. Here's what you can do. Find a quiet spot, whatever time of day works for you. I do it in the morning before the whole day gets crazy. Sit down, find a quiet place, raise your energy. Remember how to do that. Even if it's not perfect, don't worry about it. It's just what's in your heart. So don't worry that am I doing this exactly right? Just whatever in your heart. So we're going to raise it 3 times, put on the shield 7 times, open up your hands, and there's 3 things you can do. And we're going to give you a card so you have that to hold next to you when you do this. So the first thing is put your hand on your heart. You want to start here. Start with your heart. Always start with your heart. And express your desire. Please may I experience this meditation. I want to feel what I felt at the center. Can I feel that again? I want to feel that again. Then move your hand to your forehead. This is so important. Everyone felt the benefit, I think, today. To let it go. Let it go. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. Just forgive. We should be doing that. If I forgive, I'm not going to let this bother me. I promise your life will start to change automatically. And then put your hand on top of your head, massage again 7 times. Doesn't have to be perfect, but put your attention here and ask again, please may I experience this meditation. It's your own experience. I want to feel that quietness in my mind. Please may I feel that. The more you're asking in your heart, this energy responds. I'm not exaggerating. This energy loves you. This energy loves you and wants what's best for you. So the energy will respond to you and give you what you're asking for. I promise. And then 5 minutes, hold your hands open, play some quiet music, something instrumental, end by raising your energy and putting on the shield. That's all you have to do. Anybody have any questions before we end today? All right. Thank you all so much for coming. We'll see you hopefully next time. If you're watching online or from home or from Pennsylvania, thank you for joining us. And we will see you next week. Thank you.